morning. Yesterday we learned the slip knot cast on, and just as a reminder, we have our working yarn attached to our skein of yarn here. So you grab your working yarn, wrap it around your forefinger, slide the needle up through there, and pull your finger out, and that casts on another stitch. So now we're going to knit. So turn our needle around, and we're going to knit the stitches one at a time going in this direction. You want to make sure that your working yarn is coming over the top like that. You don't want it going back that way. You want it coming over the top and down. So here we go. Now you might notice this is a different color needle. It's just from a different set. They're the same size. So slide your stitches up. You'll notice your needles kind of come to a point like a pencil just before it starts to come to a point. So we want our needles almost side by side. As you go on, you'll get a better feel for how to hold them. But for today, just almost side by side. You're going to put that needle up through that loop, just like that. And you want to go from front to back. So now you've got both needles in that loop. You're going to take your working yarn, wrap it around that one needle that's in your right hand. Take that yarn we just wrapped over, pull it through that loop. And the first few times you try, it's tricky. Just keep trying. And then pull that off the needle. And we have knitted one stitch. Now sometimes you'll get a long thread here, like that. That's okay. That'll fix itself with time. So again, go up through there and slide it to the back. So we're going in from this side, and we're going to let our needle slide to the back. So I can hold them where you can see what's actually going on. And then you wrap your needle around the right one, wrap your yarn, and there's our yarn we wrapped. Pull it through that loop and slide it off the end. Okay? Go up toward the back. You can go up side by side and then slide it to the back if that makes more sense. Okay? Now I'm holding them weird so that you can see exactly what's going on. Here's our working yarn. It's attached to this stitch. It's attached to this second stitch. We're going to wrap our yarn over. There it is, the one we wrapped over. Pull it through that loop, and that loop comes off the left needle onto the right. Go up to the back. Wrap the yarn over. Pull it through the loop, and pull your loop off of the left needle onto the right. Some people say they like to stab it, strangle it, pull its guts out, and throw it off a cliff. It's a little graphic. And you'll notice always after a stitch, your working yarn is attached to your right needle. And you can see this space here. It's not bothering me a bit. So up, get to the back, wrap around, pull that through, and pull it off the end. Now, if you're having a hard time, getting this through there, that means you've cast on, your cast on is too tight. So you need to cast on more loosely. Okay, so we'll go from the bottom up, or as some people would say, from the left to the right. Push that one to the back, wrap it around, pull it off, slide it off, up, around, pull it through, throw it off. Or with our more graphic, stab it. This one's a little tighter. Stab it, strangle it, yank its guts out, throw it off a cliff. Now here's where I tied the granny knot to show you. Some people would just leave this one alone and let that be your last stitch. And we'll talk about what to do with last stitches later. I'm going to go ahead and knit it. Now remember I told you if you use a granny knot, tie it really loose because we have to get this needle through. So there we go. Put our needle through, slide it to the back, wrap the yarn over, Pull that through, and there we go. We have knit that row. You can see all these little bumps, and see this is trying to crawl over that way. Nope, keep it on the front. Okay, we have all these little bumps, and because when you knit and turn your work to the other side, it will be bumps. So there we go. Now let's knit another row. Last row. Put it up now. See, now the blue one's in my left hand because I knitted all the stitches onto the blue needle. So I've changed hands. Now the gray one's in my right hand. Up. Wrap it over. Pull it through. Slide it off. Now you can knit really, really loosely to begin with. One of the main mistakes that beginners make is their tens, and their stitches get very tight, and that can be discouraging. So try to keep your hands very relaxed, and just let your stitches be loose and loopy. Okay, see how loose mine are. So again, going up from front to back, wrapping over. Here's our wrapped over one. We want to pull it through, slide that off. Up, over, through, and slide it off. Up, over, through, and slide it off. Up, over, pull it through, and slide it off. Now this is definitely not the most efficient way to hold your yarn and needles. But for right now, to get the mechanics, this works really well. So you put it in side by side, take it to the back, yarn over, pull it through, and throw it off. Now we've knit 2 rows, and you can see it's really loose and loopy. Okay, there's that tail end it got hung up in there. Just pull that out. All right, now when you knit a stitch, you will see that it makes V's. It's kind of hard to see on this one, but there's a little V. Okay, if you turn it around to the other side, what you'll mainly see are bumps. So go ahead and just knit this one as long as you want, all day long. If it takes you 4 or 5 rows to get the hang of it and you feel great, that's fine. If you want to knit 30 rows to get comfortable, that's great, that's fine. And I'll try to post down below a picture of this one, front and back, with about 10 rows knit. Have fun knitting.